Taiwan's national baseball team is ready to battle for a spot on the world stage. On the court, basketball season is entering its crucial second half. Meanwhile, Taiwan Volleyball is taking a big step forward with plans for a professional league set to change the game. The competition is heating up. Game On Taiwan starts now. Welcome to Game On Taiwan. Basketball season is entering its crucial second half, with teams battling for playoff spots in both the TPBL and Plus League. Meanwhile, Taiwan Volleyball is making big moves, with the Taiwan Professional Volleyball League, or TPBL, laying the groundwork for a professional league. But first, all eyes are on the WBC Qualifiers. Taiwan's national baseball team is ready to take on the challenge, fighting for a spot on the world stage. Bringing the latest updates, Game On Taiwan starts now. The World Baseball Classic qualifiers are underway, and Taiwan's national team is ready to fight for a spot in the main tournament. With the home crowd behind them, the players are embracing the challenge, pushing through each game with determination.
我觉得穿上这件衣服啦，我觉得是一件蛮骄傲的事情。然后自己很幸运能够在短时间，然后第二次参加了，就是近2-3个月吧，然后又穿下了台湾队的球衣，然后很开心，也希望这次能够跟年轻的选手们，然后擦出不一样的火花，然后大家互相去学习，互相的为台湾然后争下最高的荣耀。我觉得真的很开心呐，那得到总教练的肯定，然后再次当台湾队长，我觉得台湾队长这个名词是一份很骄傲的事情，虽然说责任重大，但棒球场上不是我一个人，而是团队。我希望大家是有办法把心系在一起，然后一起在场上努力的去奋斗，而不是个人。
Before stepping onto the qualifier stage, Taiwan fine-tuned its game with 2 exhibition matchups against the Korean Lotte Giants, both ending in victories. The first game was a tight battle, with Taiwan edging out a 4-3 win behind solid pitching that kept the Giants in check. The second game, however, turned into a thrilling late-game comeback. With Taiwan trailing in the 8th inning, Lin Qiaowei delivered the biggest moment of the series, a grand slam that flipped the score and paved the way for a 7-3 victory, securing the sweep. After the Korea series, the team shifted its focus to practice games against the Weiquan Dragons at Tianmu Baseball Stadium, sharpening their rhythm before official play. The pitching staff stood out, with Shi Ruosi, Li Dongmin, and Sun Yilei all showing strong command on the mound. Shi Ruosi needed just 34 pitches over 3 innings, keeping hitters off balance with precise control. Meanwhile, Sun Yilei, making his first appearance, fired a 152 km/h fastball, hinting at his potential impact as the tournament unfolds. Now, with exhibition play behind them, Taiwan is set to take on Spain, South Africa, and Nicaragua in the WBC Qualifiers. These teams may be unfamiliar, but the message from the captain is clear. Every opponent must be taken seriously. With tournament play underway, there is no room for complacency as Taiwan fights for a spot on the world stage.
大家都有印象吧，在有一次的经典赛，然后台湾对上以色列。然后虽然说以色列也不知道是不是棒球很强大的国家，但那时候他们征召的球员都很强大，所以我相信有那次的经验，我觉得我也相信我们对每一场比赛都不会放松，会全力以赴，然后拿下胜利。所以我觉得不管对谁都不能轻忽的，因为运动员、棒球员他在场上就要毫无保留、全力以赴的去面对每一场球赛，面对每一颗球，相信这是我们选手的职责。
With the tournament underway, Taiwan is fully focused on each game, making the necessary adjustments and staying prepared for every challenge ahead. The team is ready to compete and secure a spot in the World Baseball Classic.
He turned the NBA universe upside down in 2012 with the New York Knicks, a champ with the Raptors, an ambassador for the league. Are you ready to get insane? Give it up for former Golden State Warrior, Jeremy!
Jeremy Lin made his return to the NBA stage, but this time he wasn't there as a player. Instead, he took on the role of honorary coach for the G League squad at the NBA All-Star Rising Stars Challenge. It was a homecoming of sorts for Lin, who became a global sensation during his time in the league. Though he now leads the New Taipei Kings in Taiwan's TPBL, he showed once again why he remains a fan favorite wherever he goes. The Rising Stars Challenge is a showcase of the NBA's top young talent, featuring 4 teams led by NBA legends and special guests. Lin's team, made up of standout G League players, took on Team Mitch Raymond in a high-energy semi-final game. It was a back-and-forth battle, with Lin coaching his team through a thrilling comeback attempt. But in the final moments, they fell just short, losing by a single point, 40-39. Lin's presence at the All-Star Weekend was about more than just his coaching role. It was a reminder of his lasting impact on basketball as a whole. More than a decade after his unforgettable rise with the New York Knicks, Lin continues to inspire players around the world, proving that hard work and perseverance can defy the odds. The crowd welcomed him with warm applause, a sign that his legacy in the NBA still holds strong. Back in Taiwan, Lin is focused on another mission. His team, the New Taipei Kings, are leading the TPBL with a 12-5 record, and Lin has been a key part of their success. Earlier this season, he suffered a head injury that had fans worried, but he's bounced back and is now helping guide the Kings in their quest for the championship. From the NBA's biggest stage to Taiwan's top league, Jeremy Lin continues to lead, inspire, and write new chapters in his remarkable basketball journey. Jeremy Lin has continued making waves on the court. Meanwhile, in MLB, both past and present Taiwanese players, from Wang Qianming to Lin Jiacheng, are leaving their mark on the diamond. With the WBC Qualifiers underway, it's the perfect time to get to know them. Plus, the TPBL and PLG have reached the season's halfway mark. Stay with us for more thrilling moments. Welcome back to Game On Taiwan. Taiwan's baseball stars are making waves in Major League Baseball, carrying the country's passion for the game onto the world's biggest stage. From dominant pitchers to clutch hitters, these athletes are proving that Taiwan belongs among the best in the baseball world.
Big league debut of Chen-Ming Wan, and he's pitched under pressure before. He's been the MVP of the 2002 Asian Games, and his put-away pitch, his strikeout pitch, would be his splitter.
Leading the way in history is Wang Qianming, the former Yankees ace who took the MLB by storm. With back-to-back 19-win seasons in 2006 and 2007, Wang's signature sinker made him a nightmare for opposing hitters and a national hero in Taiwan. Today, he's giving back to the game, working as a pitching coach and mentoring young players.
Yankees win 6-0 and a complete game 2-hit shutout for Chen-Ming Wan. Outstanding work by the Yankee right-hander. Just 2 hits and 2 walks. Clean, efficient, economical. You couldn't ask for more.
It was a game just like Chen-Ming Wan. You expected him to pitch. I mean, all the ground balls tonight, as I was saying, you know, he really relies on his defense, and the defense was just absolutely perfect tonight. And that equates to the 12th win for Chen-Ming Wan and another win for the Yankees as they shut out, a complete game shutout for the New York Yankees and the young sinker bowler.
Got it!
And who could forget Guo Hongzhi, the electrifying left-handed reliever for the Los Angeles Dodgers. In 2010, he became the first Taiwanese player selected for an MLB All-Star game. Now he's stepping into the spotlight in a different way, entertaining fans as a reality show guest and TV host.
And he got him. How about that start for Wei-Yin Chen?
Next up, Chen Wei-Ying, the first Taiwanese player to transition from Japan's NPB to MLB. He was a key starter for the Baltimore Orioles and the Miami Marlins, holding the record for the most innings pitched and strikeouts by a Taiwanese pitcher in MLB history. Now a free agent, he's staying in top shape and exploring his next opportunity. And we can't forget Chen Qinfeng, Taiwan's first ever major leaguer. Though his time with the Dodgers was brief, he opened the door to new heights for future generations. After a legendary career in Taiwan's CPBL, he's now the manager of the Fubon Guardians.
1-2 pitch. Yu Chang crunches one. Deep right center field. Gone to Souvenir City. A 2-out, 3-run homer for Yu Chang, his first in the big leagues.
Among Taiwan's current stars, all eyes are on Chang Yi-cheng. The versatile infielder has played for the Cleveland Guardians, Boston Red Sox, and Tampa Bay Rays, and was a key part of Taiwan's 2023 World Baseball Classic squad. In June 2024, he returned to Taiwan and entered the CPBL draft, where he was selected first overall by the Fubon Guardians, signing a 3.5-year contract worth 92.5 million New Taiwan dollars.
你的这个决定的那个时间点是什么时候，以及因为什么样的事情让您决定要挥别大联盟的美国梦，回到中职的舞台上来？
其实我打完去年的经典赛之后，就感受到台湾的热情与美国的差别。其实去年就已经跟我家人讨论过，所以我们大概有1年半的时间都在讨论要不要回来中职这个。
果然是一件重大的决定。
的确，对，我们想了很久之后，然后想说今年在美国看看能不能拼赶快回去打 MLB， 但是遇到了很多挫折，遇到很多受伤，但我们还是二话不说决定回来，然后也很感谢总经理给我这么棒的合约，让我决定一定要回来台湾这个舞台，展现出我所有的能力，然后打出最好的自己，然后为球队贡献，为我们球迷们有一个很棒的回忆。
The future of Taiwanese baseball looks brighter than ever, with a new generation of talent rising through the ranks. Zheng Zhongzhi, a promising middle infielder in the Pittsburgh Pirates system, has shown impressive speed and defensive skills while developing into a solid hitter. Lin Jiacheng, Taiwan's latest MLB signee, is currently training with the Athletics at the league's Arizona Spring Training, drawing attention as one of the country's most exciting young prospects. Liu Churong, a hard-throwing right-handed pitcher in the Boston Red Sox system, has been clocked in the high 90s and is emerging as a potential bullpen weapon. Lin Yuimin, a talented left-handed pitcher in the Arizona Diamondbacks organization, is progressing steadily with strong command and a deceptive delivery. Teng Kai-wei, a right-handed pitcher in the San Francisco Giants system, is climbing the minor league ladder with his sharp breaking ball and improving control. And that's just the beginning. More than 10 Taiwanese players are working their way through the minor leagues, chasing their dream of making it to the major leagues. From the legends who paved the way to the rising stars making their mark, Taiwanese players are writing the next chapter of baseball history. One fastball, one home run, and one unforgettable moment at a time.
Hero! Hero! Quadruple Taiwan! Hero! Hero! Quadruple Taiwan!
The Taiwan Professional Basketball League has reached the halfway point of its inaugural season, and the fight for playoff spots is intensifying. With the regular season set to conclude on May 16th, teams are pushing to secure their positions as every win becomes even more crucial. The new Taipei Kings lead the league with a 12-5 record, maintaining a steady performance at the top. The Formosa Dreamers at 12-8 follow close behind, while the Kaohsiung Aquas at 11-9 and the Taipei Taishan Mars at 10-9 are still in the mix. The Taoyuan Taiwan Beer Leopards, currently at 8-9, have shown improvement, securing important wins against the Kings and Dreamers earlier this month. However, they still have work to do if they want to break into the playoff picture. Jeremy Lin has been a key figure for the Kings despite suffering a head injury in December. He has since recovered and continues to contribute to his team's success. Lin was also invited to the NBA All-Star Weekend, where he served as the honorary coach for the G League squad in the Rising Stars Challenge, bringing further attention to the TPBL on an international stage. With the second half of the season now underway, the competition remains tight. The Kings hold the lead for now, but the gap between teams is small. Every game in the coming weeks will play a role in determining the final standings and shaping the road to the first ever TPBL playoffs. The Plus League is also entering the second half of its season, with teams battling for playoff spots. The Taoyuan Pilots hold the top position with a 13-4 record, showing consistency in their performances.
45度，哇，这个传球，结果又被古毛抄掉了，整波攻势打下来，猎鹰队在暂停之后取得优势。古毛要跟博金打一个挡拆配合，篮底下有空档，这次的防守交代出现了误差。 绕过底线，交给古毛维加，对位已经来了，他的招牌抛投吃掉博朗。
The Tainan TSG Ghost Hawks at 10-6 are keeping up, while the Taipei Fubon Braves, who have traditionally been one of the strongest teams in Taiwan, are struggling with a 7-8 record. At the bottom of the standings, the Kaohsiung 17 Live Steelers have had a rough season, winning just one of their 14 games. Their chances of making the playoffs are fading, and they will need a major turnaround in the coming weeks to stay in contention. A major highlight of the season has been Lu Jinxiang of the Taoyuan Pilots. He recently surpassed Yang Qingming to become the all-time leading scorer in Plus League history. His steady contributions have helped the Pilots maintain their position at the top as the season progresses.
卢俊祥一开始就创纪录了，哇！各位观众 ，PLG 历史的得分王卢俊祥累积了1751分。
我真的很开心，然后也很感谢，然后能达到这个里程碑。因为其实当初在进来巴斯蒂尔第一年的时候，其实也没有想过会发生过这么多事情，也没有想过能够创造这么多的事物。
卢俊祥跳出来了，6点55分。 那这一球投进去之后，卢俊祥也成为了 PLG 史上3分球投进最多的男人。
Taiwan has wrapped up its campaign at the 2025 Asian Winter Games in Harbin, China, with a groundbreaking achievement. The country's delegation sent a record 67 athletes, competing across various winter sports, including biathlon, skiing, skating, ice hockey, and curling. Among the standout performers was 18-year-old figure skater Li Xiang, a rising star in the sport. He recently claimed his first senior title at the Santa Claus Cup and is now preparing for the 4 continents and World Championships. But the biggest moment for Taiwan came in speed skating. Cheng Yinchu delivered a historic performance, winning bronze in the women's 100-meter event, Taiwan's first ever medal at the Asian Winter Games since joining the competition in 1990. As the 2025 Games come to a close, the next edition is set to take place in Trojana, Saudi Arabia in 2029. Taiwan will look to build on its success this year and continue making strides in winter sports. Coming up after the break, we take a closer look at the newly established Taiwan Professional Volleyball League and what it means for the future of the sport in Taiwan. Stay tuned. Taiwan is taking a major step forward in its sports scene with the establishment of its first professional volleyball league. After years of growth and increasing popularity, the sport is now set to reach new heights with a structured league that aims to develop local talent and elevate competition to an international level. Set to begin in October, the Taiwan Professional Volleyball League will debut with 4 teams. East Power, Changwei, Windstreak, and TSG Skyhawks, each representing different regions of Taiwan. The league will follow a full home and away format, bringing top-level volleyball action to fans across the country. The season will kick off with opening matches in Taipei and Taichung, marking the start of a new era for the sport. The league's slogan, "Start Now," captures the urgency of pushing Taiwan's volleyball scene forward. TPBL President Lien Huarong highlighted the importance of professionalization and building a stable future for the sport.
气排就是打了20年，如果不做一个改变，台湾的那个排球水准就是永远停留在这边。要吸引更多的观众那个球迷来看，可能也有困难，因为你的精彩度就在这里。一定要到职业化才有办法去做这完全的改变。
With volleyball gaining momentum, the league is set to provide a professional path for athletes, much like Taiwan's basketball and baseball leagues. To raise the level of competition, teams will be allowed up to 4 foreign players on the court at a time, adding an international edge and bringing local talents the chance to test themselves against top players from around the world. The countdown is on. With a full season ahead, international talent joining the mix, and a vision for long-term success, the TPBL is ready to bring professional volleyball to Taiwan like never before.
我相信我眼睛看到的，我相信观众给我的回馈，我也相信这些弟弟妹妹他在外面打球的时候给我的回馈。他们希望台湾也有像日本一样的，像韩国一样的，有这样职业化、这么高强度、这么高水平的比赛可以看。从他们的表情、语言上，我可以感受到他们有这份盼望跟期望在里面。我思考的是我们能够做些什么事情，让这个期盼变成一个真正的职业排球联盟出现。
With the establishment of the Taiwan Professional Volleyball League, the TSG Group is expanding its footprint in Taiwan's sports industry with the launch of its first professional volleyball team, the TSG Skyhawks. This move makes TSG the only company in Taiwan to own teams in 4 major sports: baseball, basketball, football, and volleyball, further strengthening its presence in professional athletics. By uniting fans across its teams and incorporating cheerleading squads, TSG aims to boost sports culture in the country, and particularly in southern Taiwan. The company has steadily built its presence in professional sports, starting with its sponsorship of the Tainan Steel FC, which later became a professional football team. In 2021, TSG entered the basketball scene with the TSG Falcons in the T1 League, which was followed by the creation of the TSG Hawks baseball team in 2022, which became the 6th team in the Chinese Professional Baseball League. Now, with the Skyhawks joining the mix, TSG is taking another step in creating a well-rounded sports ecosystem. By investing across multiple leagues, the company is opening new opportunities for athletes and contributing to the long-term growth of professional sports in Taiwan. And that's a wrap for this edition of Game On Taiwan. Before we go, we take you behind the scenes for a look at Taiwan's baseball players who are in the middle of intense training, pushing their limits and preparing for the challenges ahead. Next week, don't miss our coverage of the WBC Qualifiers as Taiwan's national team fights for a spot at the 2026 World Baseball Classic. Stay tuned, and we'll see you next time on Game On Taiwan.